There we go.
Well, no one's having a bad day here at 40 Grit Guitars. Let's go out to the bench and check out the custom shop Charvel Dweezil Green San Dimas. Hey guys, hey gals, Mike here from 40 Grit Guitars. Hey, if you're a fan of Dweezil Zappa, which I've always been since I was a kid, uh, this is pretty much a Van Halen channel. So I mean, like we all know the history of Dweezil Zappa, and I've always loved this guitar. Performance did one for him. You know, his original Charvel sold for $35,000 on Reverb. I figured I'd save myself a couple bucks when I landed on one. This was a retail. Um, uh, was hoping to find one pre-owned, but they're kind of tough to find pre-owned. So, anyways, custom shop Charvel San Dimas. You know, maple board, super cool guitar. Let's go out to the bench today. Volume knob is super tight, or the pot's tight. The switch, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the Charvel switches. The bridge is sitting cockeyed. This does have a custom 5, and I think it's a Jazz or a 59 in the neck position. But man, super cool guitar. So let's go out on the bench and let's get this thing ready for the stage, and let's go figure it out. All right, let's take a look at this Dweezil. I don't ever buy retail. I don't recommend buying retail, but in this instance, it was either wait for one to pop up, which you never see them with a black headstock and a maple board, or just go ahead and make the move. So, life's short. So I went ahead and made the move on this one, but I highly don't recommend buying retail because it's just so expensive right now. And it's probably not going to go away. So let's go ahead and get this one going. I've got quite a bit of work to do on this one, so I'll go through as much of what I'm going to do with you guys as I can. The headstock is the deal maker for me on this one. I mean, just such a cool guitar. Surely a R3 nut, 12 to 16 inch radius, quarter sawn, maple fretboard, maple back. The color is great. The volume pot is ridiculously tight. I'll be swapping that out. Three-way switch feels okay. That is a Charvel switch, so I'll take a look at it, and if it's going to be problematic, I'll change it out to a Switchcraft. The bridge angle is a little high, but I'll see what it looks like once I get everything dialed in. It's a this is the custom 5 in there, and I believe it's a Jazz in the neck. I believe that's what this matchup is. There was another one that had the tone knob, correct layout, and that just isn't my thing, having a tone knob, and it's volume, switch, tone, which I think is kind of weird. So I decided to go with this one, which just had the single volume, which looks cool. Like I said, the paint's perfect. This is a brand new guitar. Got to get those strap buttons swapped out. And so just like I always say, start from the top, work your way down. I'm going to take these strings off. We'll get a measurement on the neck, and then we'll go from there. I've already got my pot ready to go. It's a DiMarzio. I'm liking those DiMarzio 500Ks right now. They're great pots. I've had zero problems with them, and they feel good. They're very similar to the Wolfgang with regards to resistance. The PV Wolfgang, not the EVH. The EVH has no resistance, and those are kind of tough sometimes with a metal knob because they'll work their way off. So, but I'm all ready to go on that, and let's start on the headstock, work our way down. Okay, so I got my goggles on. I'm going to take a look at the nut here. Look how it's seated. Make sure it looks good. I'm probably going to move it a little bit to the. I'm going to move it just a little bit to the bass side. That could be the issue with the string alignment right now. So let me. Yeah, see that's sliding already. So I'll get that to slide, and then I'll lock it on this side. That feels better already. Take a look at my alignment now, and that may have moved the alignment where I want it. It's a little heavy on the treble side, but that's all right. I take a look at my nut height. They really slammed this one. It's passable, but they really slammed this one. It's going to be interesting to take a look at the wiring and see what a custom shop looks like on the wiring on this, because I'm probably going to end up redoing it. So, okay, nut looks good. Headstock looks good, no issues there. And then I'm going to, I already looked at relief when I brought it out this morning. So yeah, relief's good. It looks consistent. Yeah, board's good, it's consistent. It's good. Okay, let's go ahead and take these strings off and start working on everything else. Be interesting to pull this open. I'm really looking forward to seeing this wiring because I know it's going to be just a pre-built chassis and it's going to be a mess. So it's going to be interesting to take a look at this here. So covers are fit good. Covers are fit really good. They're the metal covers. It's not bad, but it's not ideal. All right, take a look. I surely have enough room for a big block, so I'll probably put a big block in there, and we'll throw a big block in it, a 37, 30. Probably put a 42 in this with the way that it's riding. I'll probably put a 42 in it, and then I'm going to swap this pot out real quick because that's not going to work for me. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, all this wiring they should make it look a little nicer and tuck it and just kind of thrown together. So anyways, let's go ahead and get this pot replaced. Probably going to put a 42 on this. I was going to measure these strings. 9s. That's cool. These are strung up at 9s. That's cool. Okay, I got the super tight pot out. It is a solid shaft along with the original. So what I'll do is I will not just spin a Ziploc bag for the next owner if they want it. I don't know why you would, but it's a super tight pot. We'll give them the knob back. We'll put one of those smaller knobs on it, and it looks like I can cut back on some of this. Always remember to protect your work area. Of course, I got this idea from Sir when I was working there. We always covered everything up when you're working on the, with the soldering iron and stuff. So make sure that everything's protected. So now what I can do is everything's good here. I can go in here and I can trim some of this back as I'm putting it all back together and try to tuck some of this nonsense to make it look a little cleaner. And that's output. And then everything else is going to, yep, okay. So I know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to cut this, and that'll split that up a little bit. Clean that up. Everything's crossed over and it just doesn't look good. So I'll go ahead and get this all rerouted and then I'll be back. All right, let's take a look at the back of the neck. Goto Tuners, it's got a scarf joint on it, which is cool in my opinion. Obviously quarter sawn. Like I said, the color is to die for. I was looking at this cavity and I'm thinking I'm not going to put a big block in there because I just don't want to have to Dremel or anything on this guitar. I just don't want to do it. So I think I'm just going to leave the regular. Block on it, the 37. I think the action's going to come down, so I think the 37 is going to be good. And then my wiring is done. So you guys saw the wiring from the original, and then this is the wiring with tucked and nice looking and everything. So the reason why I like doing it this way is because if you ever have like a problem, it's easier to identify where the problem is instead of sitting there digging through a bunch of wires. So anyways, that one's nice and clean out and put the cover on it, and then we're going to start setting it up. 0.79 at the first fret. Let's go ahead and measure the 12th. And I got 0.86 at the 12th fret. So thin neck. Sharp guitar. Okay, wiring's done. Like I said, I'm not going to change the block on the back of this one. I got the strap button swapped out to Shallers. Neck feels great. It's ready for strings, and then we can start the setup. I'm not going to pull this neck just because I know that I can work with the height of the bridge to tweak it. And like I said, looks like there is a shim in there. Yeah, there's a shim in there, so it's pretty low already. I might end up putting a bigger shim there depending on what I can grab down here on the second fret. But we'll see how it goes. Let's go ahead and get it strung up. I'm going to do 9 to 40 on this one, with the 40 low E and the 15 for the G string. Get this strung up here, and then we'll get it in there and get it on the bench. Like I said, I'll do 9 to 40 on this one, and then it'll play like butter, or play the way that I like it. No string tree on this one, so that makes it easy on these. But let's get this strung up. Okay, so I've got my block cut. I've made it just a little high. There's some paint on the back of this, so I'm gonna take my little file here and I'm gonna sand this flush, and then I'll get the block fit, and then we should be wrapping this one up. But this is starting to look really good, starting to look solid, and then we will get this finished up, get it intonated, get the pickups adjusted correctly. That is really tight. Why is it so tight? Well, we may have another problem here. So anyways, let's get this block fitted. All right, I got the block fitted. Block is fitted. I think that action's going to come down, so I'll be okay on that 37 millimeter block. And let's go ahead and get this going. Okay, she's intonated. I got the block fitted. I got everything good. I went with black springs on this one. The OFRs were a little tight. Got the cover put back on, and then I'm going to put this back cover on. The everything adjusted out perfectly on this. After I did have to shim the outside saddles because it was high in the middle once I got adjusted. But as you can see, the bridge is not sitting like way too high. And I'm not sure if I want to put a detuner on this yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But intonated, everything's good, everything's set up, and I guess it's time for a road test. Let's get a measurement on the pickups, and she's all good to go. I also changed out that knob. That knob was kind of tall. I'll put it in a Ziploc bag for the next owner if there is one, and then we'll figure it out from there. But let's see here. We are reading 7.5 on the bridge and 14.6 on the neck. All right, let's get a weight on the Dweezil. 8.9, string alignment's good. A little heavy on the trebles, maybe not. Yeah, it's a little heavy on the treble side, but I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna, it's not out of tolerance, so 8.9. All right, I'm on clean channel right now. The EVH 50 or the EVH 5150 Iconic Series 80 watt head, playing through 212 EVH cabs, and let's check out. We'll start on clean channel and then we'll work our way up. Okay, so. Probably a 59, man. It's really muddy. Middle position's good. Nice blend with the custom 5. Not bad. Let's get to it. Let's get over on the Dre channel. Okay, Red channel. Let's check out the Red channel, and then I'll get you guys out of here. Throw some let's talk about it in there, but he's dropped D, and I don't want to, and I haven't even messed with this yet. So thing plays great. Let's get out of here. Thanks so much for stopping by today to check out the Dweezil Zappa, for lack of a better term, Charvel San Dimas. Super cool guitar. Very happy that I purchased it. It plays great, and I'm looking forward to hitting the stage with it one day. Yeah, who are we fooling? So anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Heading out to California this weekend. Going to do some cool stuff, and hopefully I'll get some lives going. And now the football is over, maybe we'll go live next Monday. I'll schedule a live for next Monday. We can all get together and hang out in the chat and hang out. So, hey, super appreciate all the support for the channel, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys on the next one.